here. We're going to take it to fully lengthened. So go ahead and you're starting there, Susan. And we're just going to start by, you're facing your anchor point, your chest is lifted towards your anchor point, and you're on a slight angle. It's not an extreme vector, all right? And you're just going to bend your knees, and as you bend, your arms will naturally lengthen, and you're just going to stand and drive through those feet. Take a deep breath in, exhale, drive through the tripod of your foot. Inhale, exhale. If you don't have TRX at home, you can just do an air squat. You want to stay neutral in your spine, and you're going to start to row your arms. Drop and pull and reach. Good. Drawing those elbows to the rib cage. It's a low row kind of movement, not completely a TRX low row. Deep breath in, exhale, drive it up. Starting to feel warm through the legs and the arms. You feeling it? And 2. And last 1. Hold it here. Now take a step into your anchor point, just one little baby step, and we're going to do a regular low row, which is just the arms reaching and pulling. Now keep your body like a toothpick. It's a tight plank. You want that active plank in the air. If I thumped your bum right now, it would feel like an apple, not applesauce. If I kicked you in the abs, it'd break my foot, right, Susan? Or is that how you feel? And 2. And last 1. Take a step back. Okay, now we're going to do an X. You're just going to hold your arms up in the air and open your feet up. You're facing your anchor still, and you're just going to feel your back muscles start to warm up. Keep your core tight, and you're just going to sit back a little and come back up a little. And you're trying not to let your arms come in front of your body. Sometimes the hands will try to move like this in front, and we're not doing that yet. You're just keeping them overhead. And a wide squat. 2. And 1. Good. Now we're going to sit back and squat a little deeper. As we do, your hands can come forward. And as you stand up, you can drive it back up. Keep your arms straight. Bring them together and open them up. Good. As you drive through the feet, you don't want to do a body wave. You want your arms and your legs to work together to stay strong. And 2, feeling warm. Last 1. Exhale. Nice work. Let's face away from our anchor now. And I'm going to change to the other TRX so you can see me in the video still. All right? Yeah, we're going to tear away. Your hands are going to be out in front of you. And I call this zombie arms. There's no tension, no slack in your straps. And you're just going to do a bend of the elbows. So just bend your elbows and hold it for a second. So notice, is your spine strong? So draw the ribs in. Draw your chin down, lengthen the back of your neck. You want to look for your plumb line, okay? You can do a plank on the ground if you want, because that's what we're doing essentially. Now we're going to lift our heels and lower our heels as we hold the tricep bend. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Bend those elbows a little bit more, Susan. There you go. And then drop your bum bum. And on the ground, if you're doing a plank, you're just doing a flexing point of the ankles, keeping yourself in a plank. 2. And 1. You feel your triceps. You're going to push up to standing. And then bend back. Keep your plank. You keep tension in the straps the entire time as you bend. And Susan, take a step towards the treadmills. Yeah, that'll make it not so intense so that you can keep doing your tricep presses. And look at me in the mirror. See how I'm bending and pressing. There you go. And 3. Tighten your core. 2. And 1. Hopefully those triceps are warmed up. Now take your hands out to a wide position and then take a step back towards the back. Yes. Now we're going to do a chest press. And all that is it looks like a push-up. Keep your body tight, your glutes, your quads, your abs as you bend your elbows and press. It's a push-up. So if you prefer to do a push-up, that's fine with me. Inhale and exhale. If you have your TRX home unit at home, you have your straps over the door. If you're doing this inside and your feet feet might be close to the door, facing away from the door. So we're just facing away from our ankle point. 2. And last one. Good job. Now, let's open up our chest, walk out, reach those arms overhead, and just open and close those muscles of the chest. It feels so good to stretch. Getting that chest to open up. Good job. Now, we're going to take a step back. Hands back out in front, like zombie arms. No tension in your ropes. And you're going to step forward into a tricep bend with the elbows closed and into a lunge. And look in the mirror before we keep going. You want to make sure your knee and your hip is all stacked. And then when you step back, you're pushing your arms straight. And then step forward and back. Let's start to alternate the legs. Don't put too much work in the arms. Just keep that even tension on the rows. And drop and press. And you're articulating your feet. This will help you more effective with your running and walking, which you guys know I find very important to the overall balance of the body if you're walking and running properly, because we do it so much every day. Drop and lift and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good job. All right, now we're going to put our forearms in the foot cradles. Okay, and then we're going to do a plank in the air again on our forearms, so to speak. So put tension, walk until you have tension in your forearms. And the straps are just like you're doing a plank out in front of you. Bring your elbows in pretty close. Now take a step back until you're in an angled plank position. Okay, so we're going to move our arms up and glide them up and back down. It's a body stall in the foot cradles. Inhale and exhale. You should feel your obliques a lot. That rib-hip connection is strong. And still tighten the quads, tighten the core. And 3. And 2. And last one. Now, we're going to open and close our arms. So keep your bum low in that plank and open and close. And open and close. And 2. Last one. Hold it. Last thing is we're going to draw circles with our elbows. Now your arms should start to shake a little. Your core should start to shake a little. It takes a lot of core connection to keep going. And now we're going to reverse those circles. Inhale, exhale. And 3. And 2. And last one. Awesome. We're going to walk out again and stretch. And just reach your arms overhead and back down, feeling that nice stretch. Okay, we're going to turn and face our straps again. You're going to stay in your fully lengthened position. And we're going to do some chest rowing, okay? Oh, actually, we're going to go to mid-length, sorry. Mid-length or fully shortened is fine on this one. You just want to be able to get under your straps. Okay, so it's a row essentially, but it's going to be called the low row, and we're going to start off and progressively make it harder and harder, okay? So we're going to start with our feet wide as the mat and not on a strong angle. So tighten your core and straighten your arms, but try not to do this. You don't want to round your back. You want to stay nice and strong and pull. Inhale, lengthen your arms, keep your shoulders stable and pull. Inhaling, looking towards your anchor slightly. Lifting the sternum, core, and glutes tight. Okay, now as you're going to hold it here, if that feels good, keep going there. If you want more, bring your feet together now, and here we go again. It makes it less stable and more of a challenge. Inhale and exhale. Deep breaths every time. That'll help your core work harder, your diaphragm engage, and your pelvic floor feel stable and working. And 2. And 1. Okay, if If you like it here, stay here. Otherwise, we're going to take a baby step in. Makes it more challenging. The resistance is going to increase now because you have more body weight to pull up. And pull. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, pull. And 3, 2, and 1. Walk back. Good work. We're going to take a step back into a offset stance position, and you're going to lean back. Now again, shoulders are stable, and you're going to bicep curl in and out. Again, we're going to make this one a little bit more challenging as we go. But right now, you're kind of pushing off with your back foot to help you bicep curl, keeping your spine nice and long. Again, looking for your plumb line, your plank in the air. 4 and 3, shoulders are out of your ears. 2 and 1. Okay, if you want more, just take the back leg and meet it with the front leg. That's all. Not going to change anything up. Tighten the abs and core, and here we go. All of a sudden, it's a lot more challenging. Those biceps are going to burn. If you're at home, you can just use hand weights and bicep curl here. Or you can tie your resistance band to a surface that's stable and just do it with a resistance band. 3 and 2. Last 1. And stretch. What you're going to do is reach your arms forward, stick your bum out, and stretch forward. Keep that nice long flat back and open your chest and close. So you're doing like a fanning of the arms. Draw your abs in strong. Hold the hands together and roll it back up for me. Awesome job. Now take your hand overhead, walk until you feel a side bend, and lean into it. Susan, you're doing good. Follow along, so good. All right, we're going to do the other side, so just turn and face the other direction, and then just lean and stretch that side body, the lats over there. Okay, now while we're here, we're going to do some lateral flexion. So let's go ahead and just keep it in length, it works there. Take your handles, put them together, and put them overhead, and then walk to the right until you feel the tension in the straps. Your feet are going to stay under your head, and you're going to drop your hip away from your anchor point, pull it back to center, use your oblique. We're going to gradually make this one harder. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. And drop, and lift. And drop, and lift. If you feel good here, stay here. Otherwise, you can drop and reach the arms, and then pull and lift at the same time. Inhaling, exhale. This one feels good, but it's also a great challenge for your abs, your obliques, your lats. And 2. Last 1. Good, let's face the other direction. Same thing, start with it overhead, the handles overhead. Walk out until you feel the tension in the ropes, or the straps, and then just start by dropping the hip away from the anchor point and pull. Inhale, don't lose your core. Inhale, exhale. Drop and lift. Now let's add the arms. Reach the arms towards your anchor point. Exhale, pull and lift out of it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Last 1. And pull. Good. Okay, we're going to face our anchor again. And we're going to be doing our lunges. This time, step back and away from your anchor point. The first set of lunges we did, we were facing away from the anchor point, not towards the anchor point. So, facing your anchor point, you're going to row and come up at the same time with the knee. Step back and land. Exhale, lift straight up like a flamingo. Inhale, drop back down. Exhale, lift and drive through that foot. Come back down. Tighten everything as you lower and lift and throw up, straight up. The crown of the head is lifting tall to the sky. And down and lift. We do this sometimes on the springboard of the tower. We just use the springs, which are not as steady, so the TRX is a little bit more stable. Well, as I'm falling, I say that. And so you can usually stabilize better. 3, 2, hold the leg there. You're going to bend your knee and straighten. Now you're going to start to really burn out the back of that leg that's on the ground. Keep your breath. Abs are tight. And 2, and 1. Put both feet together and stretch it up. All right, roll or hinge it up. We're doing the other leg for lunges. So walk back till you have tension in your straps. You're going to end or start the way you want to end. So let's step our opposite foot back. Chest is open, and here we go. Drive up through that leg into flamingo and come back down. Exhale. Tighten your core, keep your pelvis neutral, all the way up and all the way down. If you have tight hip flexors, it'll try to pull you to an anterior pelvis, and you have to fight it with your glute and abs. Staying stable and strong. And drive. And 2. And 1, hold it back and pulse it for 12, 11, 10, 9. You feeling good back there, Susan?
Oh, yeah.
Good. 4, 3, 2, hold it. Push those hands out. Lean over that leg in the front and lift. And lower. Exhale, lift. And lower. You're lifting that leg. Feel the back of the leg you're standing on. It's the burner. And lift. 3, and 2, and hold that leg up. We're going to bend and extend that knee on the ground, or the leg on the ground. Up and down. Drive through the full foot. And 3, 2, 1. All right, bring those feet together and roll it out. Woo, it's burning. We're going to go to mid-calf. So take your straps underneath the anchor point first and stand with it hanging freely. Then pull it to mid-calf. Mid-calf is where the foot cradle again is in the middle of the calf or shin area, okay? We're bridging. You're going to be facing your anchor point, laying on your back, and you want your heels in the foot cradles. To get your heels in, you drop on your back with your hands in the foot cradles, like little pushing down. At the same time, put both heels in the foot cradles and drop them in there, and see how easy that is. If you try to put one foot in at a time, it'll be much more challenging to get the feet in. Also, you want to keep the tension, again, like this, into the foot cradles, to drop your heels in. And then it's very nice and easy. Yeah, lay on your back and do it first. It's much easier to put pressure and then to put the straps in there.
Kind of like this.
Okay, put that legs together. Start to do your bridge up and down. And I'm going to help Susan as you keep pressing up and down. That's okay? Right there, yeah. And the other one. Let that go. Now, the bridging in the foot cradles, to me, is the best bridging out there besides bridging like a reformer with no springs, okay? So your knees are bent above your hips, remember? And as you're lifting and lowering, you're putting pressure through the balls of the feet into the handles. Exhale, lift, inhale. Now, we have straps that TRX, or foot cradles, not straps, they're TRX made just for Pilates. They have the Velcro, so that we can do them without our shoes on. But the older straps, or some of the regular straps, are not Velcro because you can fit your shoes in there. So that's the difference. And lift. And 3. And 2. right leg or left leg, and then switch. Now notice my pelvis isn't high, and switch. It's just a little bit lifted, and switch. This is super challenging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten both legs and lower your pelvis down. Lift it up, down. This is a TRX hip lift, and down. Exhale, lift. And you're not locking your knees. You're softening the knees and lifting from the whole leg, from the glutes, hamstrings, calves, to lift the whole leg. Your core is tight, so you don't want to lose your rib-hip connection as you lift and lower. And 3. You can always hear me breathing in class, right? Hold it up. Now we're going to open and close. We're just doing the hip lift, small lift underneath me while we're opening and closing the legs. It's like a bridge jack. And it burns, doesn't it, Susan?
Yeah.
And 2. And 1. Lower the pelvis. Now at home you could use like washcloths under your feet. Put your feet on the floor and slide your feet out and in with a lifted pelvis, and it still feels very similar. Okay, one more bridge here. You're going to bend your knees first, lift your pelvis. We're going to do both legs straightening, both legs bending. Out. Inhale. And pull in. Keep the pelvis lifted. 3 more. 3. Last one, you guys. Y'all can do it. And lower down. Take those feet out of the foot cradles. Pull your right knee into your chest and extend your left leg. Bring it across and just give yourself a little stretch there. Take the leg to the sky. Flex and point your ankle. And switch. Other knee in. And bring it across your body. Extend that leg to the sky. Flex and point your ankle, and you'll get that deep stretch in the hamstring. All right. Okay, now we're going to come up, grab your foot cradles with your hands, and you're going to sit up really tall here like this. And we're going to do a roll down, Pilates roll down with the foot cradles, and you're going to keep your hands pressing into the straps. It keeps those shoulders out of the ears. Take a deep breath and exhale, scoop the core, and roll back. You're articulating your vertebra all the way to the floor. You're going to lay all the way down. Inhale. Exhale. Look up at your feet. Do not pull those foot cradles, but push down and reach forward over your feet. You want to start with your feet under the foot cradle, under the anchor. I think I was a little too far away. Inhale. Exhale. Roll back. Pressure in the foot cradles all the way down. Lay down. Inhale. Look up at your feet and exhale as it gets to be challenging. Your breath really will help you get through this. Inhale. Exhale as you scoop your core and roll back. And then inhale as you look up, push down through the foot cradles as you exhale and press forward. Awesome. All right, now bring your pelvis under the anchor point, so you're going to keep scooting and lower back down. Okay, we're going to do the 100 here. And instead of arms pumping, you will be moving your legs, okay? Just pushing the foot cradles. Imprint your core. Lift your right leg up and now your left to keep a stable pelvis. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders reaching. And you're going to go inhale for 2, 3, 4, and exhale, switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. 2, 4, 5, and switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. Good. Now bring your knees in. Extend those legs. We're going to do the double leg stretch down. Flex and lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. And inhale, lift. And exhale. Are you smiling? And inhale, lift. And exhale all the way down. Bring your feet to the ground and lay your head down. Awesome job. All right, we're going to flip over and do some planking in the foot cradles. So this is challenging. So if you do prefer to do it on the ground, you can. If you have any knee stuff going on, you might want to just do it without the foot cradles. Just plank, okay? Otherwise, we're going to practice. So what you do is So normally we flex our feet in the foot cradles, but since I'm not going to spend time adjusting the foot cradles, I'm just going to leave them like that and point my toes instead, okay? But flexing is better, all right? Extend your right leg and engage your core. Now your left leg and come into your plank. You do not want to saw your straps, so make sure they're even and then keep them there. And then we're going to bend our knees in and out. And you can do alternating. And if you're on the mat, just tap one knee at a time. Otherwise, you're bending in and out. Just a little double leg mountain climber. And one more. Put the knees down. Okay, next we're going to be doing the TRX crunch, which is when you lift your pelvis high in the air and bend your knees at the same time. It's a precursor to your piking, okay? For those of you who still want to stay on the ground, it's fine. Just stay on the ground and tap your knees together at the same time, okay? Here we go. Lift into your plank, tighten your core. You're going to lift your tailbone, look towards your knees, pull your knees in, press it back out. Inhale, exhale, scoop, 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 scoop. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, pull, and stretch. We're going slow and really feeling that we're having good form. And one more. Put the knees down. All right, that was great. Okay, side planking on the TRX straps, very challenging. Turn to your side first and bend your knees. Your top leg is in the front, your back leg is in the back, and your back toe is touching your front heel. Your elbow is down. I do not want you on your hand for this one. And you're just gonna lift your waist while you extend your legs out, okay? And so you're stable here. I'm gonna adjust my foot back there. Holding that side plank is challenging by itself. If you're swaying, it comes from the shoulder stability, so stabilize your shoulder. Now we're gonna side bend and lift. If you're on the ground, you're just doing a regular side plank, lifting your waist. And again. I'm wobbling. It's a hard exercise, but it's so effective. One more. And bend your knees and sit that hip down. Great job. We're going to flip over into the other side. All right, your front foot is in the front, top leg is in the front, back foot is touching the back heel. First, you're going to lift your pelvis and extend your legs, really connecting the front and back foot. Hold this side plank. Make sure you feel stable. Now, side bend and lift. Exhale. Getting our lateral flexion in. And exhale. Inhale. And lift. And two more. Last one. Y'all got this. Bend your knees and put your pelvis down. Yay! Okay. We're going to do a swan now. Make sure your foot cradles are fully lengthened for this one, so take both of your cam buckles and pull them straight down. And then you're going to maybe move your mat in. You want your head under your anchor point, and your hands are extended out, okay? Head under the anchor, and reach those arms out in front of you, facing the anchor. Okay. Draw your core in tight and keep your legs relaxed on the ground, but engaged. You're going to draw your shoulders out of your ears and peel your spine up to a swan, and then lower back down, keeping your neck long. Again, inhale, draw your shoulders down out of your ears. Begin to lift, and lower back down. Again, exhale here. Inhale, draw the shoulders and continue to inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower back down. Inhale, drop the shoulders out of the ears. Keep lifting on the inhale. And come back down. All right, now you're just going to lift to a modified extension. So not super lifted. And we're going to reach one arm to the side, looking towards it. And come back to the center. Now switch. Remember, your feet are not off the ground. And come back to the center. Rotate. Kind of gliding through those shoulder blades. And in the thoracic spine. Keep your core tight. One more each side. Wrists are straight. are going to stay out in front of you, shoulders still out of those ears, long necks, and you're going to flutter kick your legs. Just swimming the legs. Take some deep breaths. One more. All right, and relax it down. Okay, take your hands out of your foot cradles. Sit back to your child's pose. Take some deep breaths here. And roll it up to the top. Take some deep breaths up and back down. All right, so we're going to go back to a standing position. And we're going to go back to some typical TRX, and we're kind of doing some Pilates mixed with regular TRX exercises. You might want to move your mat away. And we're going to take our straps to fully shortened this time. So go all the way up to fully shortened. And we're going to do a more challenging type of row. All right? So you're going to be standing, facing your anchor point, and it's a type of low row. So go ahead and get a moderately challenging angle, and then you're going to have your elbows bent and your elbows close to your sides, tighten core, and start to stretch those arms out, and exhale, pull. So now we have more room underneath our straps to really move. That's why we go to that fully shortened position, to make it more of a challenging angle, okay? Inhale, and exhale, pull. And pull. Okay, we're going to add, when we row, we're going to reach our arms to a V, and then we're going to bend and come back down. So if you were looking at me from the front, it would look like this. Bend, pull up, bend, lean back. Does that make sense? Reach up, and keep the tension on our straps. Even if you're at home and you don't have straps or you're using bands, when you do this, it's still more challenging because the lever is longer and it's creating more challenge for your spinal muscles. Inhale, and now we're going to add a squat. Feet are hip distance apart, so you're going to lower. Press your pelvis, squeeze your bum, reach it up. Make sure your glutes are turned on. You don't want to do this and wave your body up and use momentum. If you find that you're doing that, take a step away from your anchor point, because that just means it's too intense right now. We have 3 more. And reach. And 2. Reach. Last 1. And reach it up. My back's burning. Is your back burning?
Okay.
I was working. Okay, now we're moving back to our biceps. This time we have the option to stand on the leg. That does make it more challenging for stability, so please feel free to do both feet, okay? So we're going to start the way we want to end, which is here. And we're going to bicep curl back and return. Inhale and exhale. Stable in that foot. You want to feel the whole foot touching your big toe, little toe heel. And curl. And 3. And 2. And 1. We're going to switch to the other foot. Make sure your foot's in the middle of your anchor, okay? That'll help you feel more stable too. Now on this one, it's just a regular row on the leg. Just a close arm row. Now if you feel stable, take it to your elbows going wider. And feel the middle lower traps working hard in between those shoulder blades. And 3 more. 3. And 2. Last 1. Okay, what we're going to do is this. Turn and face away. You're going to take your left arm overhead and your right leg steps out. And you're facing away from your anchor point. And I'm going to move to my foot cradles for more comfort for my shoulders. And we're just doing an ease lunge stretch like we're doing a reformer, or also known as a runner's lunge if you're not familiar with reformer. Open the chest. Step back. We're going to switch to the other side. Open the hip and stretch over to the side. All right, come back up. Back to triceps, but to face away from your anchor point standing, we need to go ahead and go back to our mid-length. So just pull your straps down to mid-length. It doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of close to mid-length. And you're going to be facing away from your anchor standing again. Hands are out in front of you, which I call zombie arms, right? And tension on your straps. We're going to do right foot in the middle of the anchor point. Left foot is lifted into that one-legged position if you'd like. And you're going to do another tricep. So it just makes it more, just not as stable to go to one leg. And it makes your core work harder, which is the cool thing about the straps. They move around and so you can really stabilize your body right in this one space. And keep going. 3 more. 3. And 2. Last one. We're going to switch legs. Other leg is in the middle of the anchor. And here we go. This time it's going to be a tricep bend, but you're making a diamond with your hands and coming towards your forehead and then pressing out on a little V out in front of you. Diamond, push out. So if you looked at me from here, it's like this. V, push. All right? Instead of a regular tricep bend. How many triceps do you have? Try 3. That's right. So you got to work all of them. Different movements. 2. And last 1. They're burning. Walk out again and stretch. Let the straps bend your elbows and pull you back and kind of lean into it. And you're going to feel a deep stretch in the front of those. Or right here, the tricep and into the armpit. All right, chest press. Yeah, you got to move that mat back. And then you're going to be under your anchor point. So probably your feet are under your anchor. That's a better place to go. And you're going to be here on a slight vector angle. And we're going to bend and press it up. Now, we're still at mid-length. Technically, the longest length is where you're supposed to be on the chest press. We're going to try those after we do these because you can get a deeper vector and make it a lot more challenging. That will be your call. Push and bend. Press. And 2. Tighten that core just like a push-up. And last 1. Fantastic. Now we're going to go to fully lengthened if you want, or you can stay where you are. Again, it makes it more challenging to have that longer length of the straps. See how much deeper to the ground I am and how much lower I can go. Again, your call. This time I'm going to turn my hands slightly in to make it a slightly different push-up for my chest. Okay, here we go. Inhale, exhale, press. Tight core, tight legs. Everything's working. That active plank of a TRX plank. It is not a passive plank. You're not just hanging out your shoulders or your core or your knees. Everything's working. 3. Getting hard. 2. Last 1. Push and walk out and stretch. Gotta get those chest muscles to stretch out. All right, now turn and face your anchor point standing. Bend your knees and reach your hands out. You're going to sway your arms both up to the right, pivot your feet to the right, and just open and close your chest out behind you. So you're opening away from your anchor and just holding that and fanning your arms. Now take it back to where you're facing your anchor. Now you're going to spin your arms and your feet to the left, looking behind you. You're going to open and close your arms. It feels so good. This is a great stretch. And 1 more. And come back down. All right. Returning back to the floor, we're going to do some more Pilates. So we're going to lay down and put our heels in the foot cradles again. Lift your tabs up just a smidge to where they were for mid-calf. And lay down and put those heels back in the foot cradles. Remember to drop your heels in the foot cradles. You lay Put tension on the foot cradles and drop your heels, and it's super easy. Your feet are in front of the, yeah, you need to pull your tabs down. Huh? Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. If you want to do everything on the ground without foot cradles, it's fine, because these do make it a lot more challenging. So, especially when you're getting used to TRX, all right? So, go ahead and we're going to lift ourselves up to a curl up, hands are by the side of our body, and we're going to pump our arms in a regular 100 pump, and you're going to extend your left leg, and your right leg, and switch, and switch. Keep the pressure in the foot cradle and in the handle, and press. You don't want your feet to supine and pronate. That just means they turn out or in. Keep inhaling and exhaling. Lots of control. And now bend both knees, reach towards your shins, and open the hands out to the side and close. And open. And close. And open. And close. And one more. And hold it here. Good. Lay your head down. Now you have the option to extend the legs or keep them bent here. So you just want them somewhere between, not fully bent into your chest or fully lengthened. Soften them. See how you do there. You can progress or change. So we're going to do a roll up from here. So you can do this on the ground. You don't have to have your feet in the cradles, and you're just going to scoop your core, roll up. Do not let the feet come out of the cradles. Lift, and at the top I want you to open your chest. Now scoop the core, roll back down, flexing the spine. Reach the arms overhead. You do not want to use momentum, so I don't want to see you go and pull yourself up. Okay, so inhale, look at your knees. Exhale when it gets to be challenging. Inhale, lengthen your spine at the top. Exhale, scoop and roll it back down. The exhale will help you move. If you hold your breath, it causes the lumbar spine to get stiff. And then you can't do a flexion correctly. Now lengthen at the top. It's anatomically impossible when you hold your breath to truly flex your low back, your lumbar. Inhale, look at your legs. Exhale. All right, lengthen the spine and roll it back down. Okay, now when we get to the top, I'm going to add the arms lifting and the legs, so we're going to try teaser in the straps, okay? Inhale, look up, exhale. Extend the legs, open the chest. This is easier in the foot cradles because you have support for your legs. Roll back down. And reach. Good. Two more. Inhale. Stretch the legs out, open the chest. Pull it in, roll it back down. Takes the hip flexors out of it when you do it in the foot cradles. Inhale, exhale. Extend and inhale. Good. Now grab those hamstrings and just let them stretch out. I like to grab the ropes and kind of open my legs. So if you're on the ground, you're just doing a V-sit and you're just stretching. Pull. Feels so good. All right, bring them back together and take your feet out. We're going to flip over and do planks again. You can do these again without your feet in the foot cradles, just on the ground. We're going to pike this time. This is a very hard exercise. It's like you're doing a handstand. So if you don't want to do it, you just do downward dog to a plank. You just go back and forth, okay? All right. Here we go. So my feet will probably slip through the foot cradles a little bit. If they do, just know that my heels aren't touching the ankles, and that's fine. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath. You do not want to be too far away from your anchor point. That will make it very difficult. Here we go. You're going to exhale, pull yourself up, point your toes if you can. Oop, mine are off. And lift and come back down. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, exhale, lift the tailbone. And stretch it back out. We have three more. Exhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, stretch it back out. Two more. And last one. on stretching the straps. Your left leg comes forward, right leg back, and you just stretch forward. And you can kind of rock left and right, or you can just do this on the ground without the straps. Now we're going to lift up to a swan and press it back down. All right, lift back up to your swan. Hold your handles with the hand that's not going to grab that back foot, and just pull it in and stretch those quads. And hold that. Deep breath. And stretch it out. Okay, we're going to switch to the other side. Hands go on each cradle. You're going to come back to your pigeon, walk that foot out, square off your pelvis, and hinge into the hip. You want space under the glute of the bent knee, all right? Like yoga block distance space, and press it out. Stretch those hips. You can lean right and left. Now lift up. Swan and drop back down. And exhale, lift. Hold the handles with the opposite